Well, everybody, I am in Indiana, in a quiet part of the state. Got some sleepy little towns I'm going to show you. You know, we got to Indiana and it occurred to me that I hadn't done any small town tours of this state at all yet. It was a reminder that although I've seen a lot of the country, still got a lot more to go. Anyway, I found this series of towns, and well, they look pretty interesting on paper, so let's see what they look like in actuality. I am in Farmersburg. Here's a map. Yes, it's named after the many farms that are in the area. This is downtown that I'm about to drive into. As you can see, it's pretty quiet, except for the post office there. A little bit of activity. But the rest of the area doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on here. Wow, Colonial Theater. Wow, they used to have a theater here, it looks like. That is pretty awesome. A couple buildings here, though, that look like they have been abandoned for quite some time. Yeah, this was a former bank, it looks like. Can barely make out the words there. Bank. Citizens Bank, perhaps? I think that's what it says. It's broken out glass. That's a shame. That's kind of an awesome building, isn't it? Well, it looks like that's pretty much it for downtown, though. There's the town hall. And it looks like, well, they have police here. A police car. And we'll get to crime here shortly. There's about 1,000 people here in Farmersburg. And it's had pretty much that same population for the past 40, 50 years. So the town's not really growing. But it's not really losing population either. It's just kind of hanging around. Median age is 42. 51% of the town is male, 49% female. Um, 98% of this town is white. 1% black. The last 1% is mixed race. Let's see. Median household income. It's pretty high. $64,167 a year. That's $1,234 a week. That's pretty good money for a little dusty town like this, a quiet town. These quiet streets, though. Looks nearly abandoned in many places, doesn't it? Huh. Yeah, look at this house over here. That is clearly empty. And then right across the street, while you look into this way, there's downtown up ahead. And tucked in here, getting swallowed up by nature, is yet another home. A lot of vines everywhere, too. Yeah, this town has a really interesting look. I really dig it. Now let's see what else I can find. So with that $64,000 a year household income, what's the cost of living like? Now here's the index. Pretty good. An 86. Housing is 48% lower. Let's see, median home value here is, check it out, $74,100. That is very inexpensive. So far this town is quite affordable, isn't it? And the income's not bad. So poverty, let's take a look at that real quick. Low, 7.9% overall. School-age children, it's 12%. Folks 65 and older, really low, 5%. I'll tell you what, guys, there are some really big houses here. That's really unique architecture. Look at this one. Yeah, this is one house. It just keeps going on and on, doesn't it? Look at that woodwork, that porch. Yeah, that is a pretty old house. I wonder what the square footage of that is. 'Cause that's a big place. So you guys are wondering, what's crime like? Really low. Last year, 8 incidents per 1,000 people. It's about 1,000 people here, so that's what they had. 8 crimes total. One of them was violent. Last 7 was property. Oh, is this a church back here? Let's go take a look at it. Yeah, so that's very, very low crime. I was reading a message board that people who live here posted, and they were talking about how in this town, you can leave your house and leave your doors unlocked. And you don't have to worry about anything happening. Community Church of Farmersburg. How about that? We're about to see 2 cats. Bonus. A 2-cat day. Now that is great. Hey, fellas. Yeah, they're just checking me out here. Hey, what do you want, dude? The house caught on fire, it looks like. It's just sitting there. Absolutely beautiful houses. And beautiful streets. It's nice, isn't it? Oh, small town life. Out here in the country, a lot of the folks, they just burn their trash in their yards. Pit fires, it is called sometimes. Looks like he's burning some extra brush. But you know, as is normal in a small town, there's always somebody with a lot of stuff. Yeah, lots and lots of stuff there, including an outdoor pool. Well, guys, I think I'm done here. What an interesting little town. Fascinating homes here. Just awesome. Lots of personality. Yeah, so anyway, let's head to the next town. All right, everyone, I am in the small town of Shelburn. Here's a map real quick, so you can see where I'm at. Like the last town, the population has hovered a little over 1,000 people for 40-50 years. There's actually about 1,200 people here. This is the downtown. So some take a right here. We'll see what's going on. Very quiet, isn't it? The median age here is 38. Gender breakdown 50-50. Isn't that something? That's just beautiful in its own decayed way, isn't it? That's a great picture if you're a photographer. Anyway, continuing on. Let's see, the ethnic breakdown: 91% white, 5% Hispanic, 1% black, and then the last 3% is mixed race. Here's town hall and the post office. I read that the post office had been open here since 1861. I was wondering if maybe it was the original building. I don't think so. That's not a 160-year-old building, is it? Anyway, again, City Hall's right there. And a couple doors down, we got Fire and Rescue. Shelburn Volunteer Fire Department. Wow. Wow, pretty awesome, huh? All right, let's see. Median household income here, $42,679 a year. Let's take a look at the rail line that comes through town. Yeah, here's the graph real quick. Per capita, $24,438. That's $470 a week. Median household income, by the way, that was $820 a week. That's kind of what I expected for here. Look at this. Look at this treasure. How old do you think this general store is? That is something. It's even got a little mailbox on the front there. Isn't that great? Old house next door. Yeah, lots of stuff going on here. Oh, check this out. Public Library. Shelburn Public Library. Interesting. Let's see, here's the poverty rates. Now it's a lot higher here. 21% or 21.9% overall. School-age children, 30%. Folks 65 and older, it's 20%. Those numbers are all pretty high. Cost of living though, here's the index, 84. Housing is 58% lower. Transportation is 3% higher, and utilities are 7% higher. So they're paying some more money for stuff here. Kind of interesting. Median home value though, $65,100. You can get a house here pretty cheap. But you can see it, I guess, places. I don't think anybody lives there. There's a house for sale right here. I am on Broadway Street. Let me see if I can see the street number. Man, I can't see it. Oh, there it is, 311. 311 Broadway. That house is for sale. So we'll have somebody look that up. Curious. In a town where the median home value is, what I say, 72 or 65,000. Woo! What's a house like that going to go for? I think we would all like to know the answer to that. Yeah, so someone can check it out. Little tiny house here that is being reclaimed by Mother Nature. Almost can't even see it anymore. I wonder if that one's for sale. Yeah, you're gonna have to tear that one down. That's just really interesting, isn't it? Got their little mobile home and they just added stuff onto it. Make it a little more spacious. I don't think I gave you crime numbers yet. They are quite low here. Latest numbers. Last year, 10 incidents per 1,000 people. That compares to 23 for the US. So crime here is less than half what it is in the United States as a whole. So yeah, yet another town where crime is low. A place that you can leave your doors open. Your doors unlocked when you go shopping. Of course, it wouldn't be a small town if it didn't have somebody with a yard that has a tremendous amount of stuff. Yeah, they got a lot going on there. Somebody else know what's going on there? It said something about ice. Interesting. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I think we've seen everything here. Another fascinating town. I got one more to show you, so let's head that way. All right, everyone. I am in the town of Sullivan, Indiana. Here's a quick look at a map. This town's quite a bit bigger. There's 4,200 people here. Population has hovered around 4,000 to 5,000 for the past 50, 60 years. Its downtown is on a square anchored by this. The Sullivan County Courthouse. This was built in 1928. That is Beaux-Arts architecture. I've told you about that before. The architectural school in Paris. It's supposed to have a rotunda in the middle, so I'm going to try to go in and show it to you. Yeah, what a beautiful building, though. All right, I'm through security, and you walk right into the middle here. It's like a little rotunda, just like a state capitol building. But this is just a small town. A small city, maybe. It's impressive, though, isn't it? Wow. That's beautiful. You don't see this very often in county courthouses. Yeah, let's go up a flight of stairs and check it out. Yeah, this is great. Really beautifully designed building. Let me make sure you get a good look. Beautiful staircases. That's fantastic. I'm really impressed. Well, how about some numbers real quick? Median age 35, Town is 54% female, 46% male. A few extra ladies here. It is 95% white, 1% Hispanic, last 4% mixed race and or other. Median household income, here it is, $44,227 a year. That's $855 a week. And there's per capita, $22,556 a year, $434 a week. Yeah, so those are pretty modest incomes. Cost of living, here's the index, it's an 87, so 13% lower to live here. The cost of living, 49% lower, that's housing. This number really jumped out though. Healthcare is 31% higher. Yeah, what's going on there? So what's a house going to cost you? Median home value, $92,400. What a great collection of buildings. Am I right? It's fantastic. Let's see. Let's do poverty real quick. 18% overall. School-age children, 26%. Folks 65 and older, 15%. Those are all a little high, but because of the cost of living, probably actually not that bad. Let's see, I didn't give you crime yet. Let's do that. Again, it's low. 17 incidents per 1,000 people. A little higher than the other two. It's a bigger town, but still, that's well below the U.S. rate of 23. Well, right here in the middle of all this residential, there's a commercial endeavor of some sort. I guess we can take a look, huh? What's that say? Daddy loves you, Mila. Call or text. Oh, interesting. They got quite a collection going there, don't they? Well, I had to get a close look at this. They've got a deer on their yard. Now this house right here, it's a pretty interesting house itself, but what's more interesting is what he has, or she has, in their yard. You turn the corner here, and they've got these cars. Almost like an art installation. As I go through here, I'll show them to you. Look at all these things. A couple of these cars are fantastic. Probably worth a few bucks. You wonder if they run. Look, and he's got another one back there, and there's a tractor back there too. It's kind of cool how he's got them surrounding his place there. Very quirky. Alright everyone, that's the end of this video. Up next we are heading to Columbus, Ohio. Going to visit the Capitol there. And from this point forward, that's mostly what we're going to be doing, is visiting capital cities. After that, Annapolis, Maryland. Let's see, Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. Albany, New York. See, Hartford, Connecticut. And let's see, after that, Dover, Delaware. Then we're going to stop in Virginia, head back to Dallas and take a break. Then we'll be going to Alaska, and that will include Juneau, which will be the 50th capital that we will have visited. The reason we're doing this is because we're almost up to our 3-year anniversary of being on the road. That's in mid-September, and I've got a retrospective video planned, kind of a big one. And in that video, I'm going to We're going to basically tour the entire United States in a single video, and that's going to include the state capitol buildings. So, all that's coming up next. So come along with us for the ride, and well, we will see you there.